Hello, welcome to your official unlicensed gamers therapy end of year gaming report, and then what we're going to do later too. So, for those of you who are just now hopping on, we'll wait a little bit, but guess what? We're going to give away.
We got some news.
Yeah, we got news to go over with you guys, and we got some giveaways. So here, I need my mouse back. You took that. Thank you. For those of you listening on.
Hold on, I want to just make sense. Okay.
Hold on, I need to
All right.
go live here.
Yep.
Pardon me, you guys. Hopefully it's starting over there, Facebook.
That's what I'm doing. I'm making sure everything gets.
Yeah. So that's okay. It gives us a couple minutes for you guys to hop on. And hello, Charles. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I was going to say. So,
Charles, you're the first one here. So we're going to give away a couple of gift cards to our Gamers with Coffee shop today. And if you want to be in it, just ask to be in it. We'll put the people's names in. And it's a little bit. When more people show up, we'll spin a wheel and we'll see who wins. And then we'll send a digital gift card email. How's that sound? Hopefully it sounds good to you, Charles. We appreciate you picking coffee up from there, man. We appreciate that. So, for those of you listening on our podcast, we do this show every Sunday at 4 p.m. Central, barring weather, family emergencies, or a special at the donut shop. Sometimes we just can't help ourselves. But you can catch us on YouTube, also our Facebook group and page. And so that's it. Hey, Walkabout, how are you, sir?
Wag.
This is the end of our year report, and we're also going to give away gifts or gift cards if you guys want one. You just have to say you want one, Walkabout, or add me. Let us know. So today is going to be a little bit different than our pinball style of doing things. We added something, a big word. I think Mini Warm-Up would be proud of us. We structured it. We structured it today, darn it. So we're going to do that. We're just going to kind of go through. We got a little list. We'll pull it up and let you know. We're going to talk a little bit about the games we played.
What we've done this year.
What we've accomplished.
What we're looking for to next year.
And what we're going to try to do next year. And try to answer questions along the way. And in between there, we'll give away some cards. Okay, add Walkabout to your wheel.
I'm doing that right now.
Charles, do you want to get added too? I know you like coffee. By the way, it's good for tea also.
Or any of our merch.
Yeah, Charles is good. He would like that. Okay. Yeah, they are. They're big words for me, Walkabout.
Wow, if I spelled Walkabout, right?
And then the next one is Charles. Well, now you're at a 50-50 chance, you guys. Big words. I do. That's my goal this year, is to try to do some learning. So we'll just put people's names in Walkabout, and then we'll spin the wheel, and we'll turn the other camera on so you guys can see who, it randomly will pick a winner. And then it's email. We need your email. We'll send you a digital gift card code. That's good. It will be good till the 31st of January.
And this also goes for Facebook as well, or Twitch.
Are you talking over me again?
Yes, I am. We're going to make sure it's not just for YouTube.
Yeah, I know. So it's anybody that's out there listening. So if you're on Facebook also, then you for sure can join in. Hold on a moment here. Just letting them know over there on Facebook too. It says we got a viewer, but it's not showing up on my end over here. So that is what our game plan is, you guys. Hopefully you guys have had a good year. It's gone very quickly for us. Unfortunately, I have to report that Ashley has suffered from another addiction called Jeff. From Marvel Rivals, the video game.
Blame that on our son and our soon-to-be daughter-in-law.
Yeah, they introduced her to that.
Jeff the Land Shark.
So the last couple of days, she's been playing a character called Jeff, which is a shark that swims around.
So I'm still working on him. Brittany or Dylan. Yeah, you got me in a problem. I created a land shark. I still gotta go and finish cleaning him up some, but I got a shark now.
That she does.
And when I found the printed thing, I didn't realize how big he was gonna be. Because I'm used to all my other models being this big. He's like 3 times as big as. But yeah, I gotta clean him up quite a bit. Try to see if it. The only problem is I don't think our printer did a very good job because it like took out all his teeth.
Well, hello, Ledford. How are you?
Ledford!
We're glad you joined, sir, on Facebook. We appreciate that. Hey, if you want to be in, do you want us to enter you in a gift card, Ledford? Just say yes or no. We're giving away $5 gift cards today towards coffee or tea if someone wants them. Plus it is free shipping on our shop, and we're going to work on promoting that a little bit. We've had it for the year. Honestly, we just really don't promote it. Oh, wow.
And a laser pew-pew, huh? Nice.
All right, Walkabout. You're setting up for new printers and laser pew-pew. Okay. Laser tag. Nice. So, let's see here. Yep, okay. So, actually, there's more people showing up. There we go. So, anyways, you guys, other than we've got to meet a lot of people, which we're very appreciative for, we can go ahead and want me to bring up that screen, Ashley.
Hold on.
So we're gonna. I know you guys on the podcast can't see it, but we're gonna. When you watch the video later on YouTube, it's going to show you kind of just a short list of what we want to talk about today, and do that. Telemachus, hello, sir. This is our end of the year gamer therapy session, man, and we are doing drawings like on the spin the wheel for gift cards for the store. If you like coffee or tea or drink either one, if you want a $5 gift card, say yes, and we'll put you on the wheel. Because right now, Walkabout in Charles is there. We're giving away a couple, so it's not like it's just one card. You're looking forward to cutting new bases out for your minis. That's going to be fun. You will have to update us with that, sir. You know what a Glowforge is, Walkabout? Have you heard of that? I'm sure you have. That's one of the things I would like to get down the road. I know they're about $5,000 to get the decent one, but I just have Ashley work a couple extra hours overtime, maybe. That would be okay with you, right? Marriage is teamwork. If you can make that $5,000, you could get me the Glowforge, and you know what? You won't have to do anything, babe. I will take care of it all. You don't gotta mess with it or use it. That way you could rest.
You want to die before the end of the year?
No, not really. Awesome. He's going to keep us updated. Okay, dokie. So let's see here. You're not going to lie, you love coffee. All right, Ledford. I think we got you something going for that. So we'll hop back over here. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that a few of the others show up, but we'll kind of get going now. So not everybody has to sit around and wait. So let's see. I got to pull your screen up, right?
That one.
Yep. So everybody, this is how we're going to kind of do it.
I wish I could blow this up a little bit bigger.
Well, it'll work for right now for what we're doing. I think it'll do this. So if you look at the top here, end of year gaming report. So basically some of the games we played in during this year of 2024 has been Aliens, Another Glorious Day in the Core. That's a really fun game. What do you think about it, Ash?
I love the game. Other than I ain't playing with you.
Why? Because
you killed the whole team.
But that's the card I drew. We've already been through this.
It doesn't matter. You're not going to live it down.
Heard that. Please don't lean back in the chair.
Will you stop?
I'm concerned for your safety. Walkabout got a Crowley Falcon 2 laser, 240 watt laser. Nice.
Anyway,
we of course we play tanks.
It's Gale Force 9.
The Gale Force 9 one's Clash of Steel. If even if you guys, if you like armor, if you like tanks in the 15 millimeter range, which don't necessarily want to play whatever, buy one of their starter boxes. Like, I have no affiliation with it. I'm just saying, buy one.
They're really nice.
You're going to get way more than your money's worth of tanks in those boxes. Telemachus, I want one of those too. And a flamethrower, which, by the way, I seen somebody built one on TikTok.
Telemachus, did you want to be put into the wheel?
That sounds like torture, Ash. Don't fall, Ashley. Walkabout's concerned too. Ow. Ow, my back's hurt.
Good.
Zombicide, we only got to play once though. Alpha Strike, very nice game. We really enjoy that version of BattleTech, as we've told you guys.
I should have put BattleTech on there technically, but
it's all right.
It's Alpha Strike.
1-page rules. Pretty impressed with that.
That's a new one we just started. So
as we're showing most of you guys, there is all the miniatures for the Human Defense Force that I'm printing up, and Ashley's doing the aliens, of course.
Oh no, I'm processing in the aliens. I'm doing the Ratman.
But you're doing Ratman, but you still want to do the Hive, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is something you should check out rule-wise.
It's very simple.
Yeah, it's a very simple game.
We've done Warhammer. You guys have seen those.
Yeah. Well, we're going to try to do more of Aliens, a little more Team Yankee, Alpha Strike, Warhammer, a little bit more next year too.
Yep, Zombicide.
This one, man, this Trench Knife game, it's getting revisited with an alternate map. It is really a good game. Wings of Glory, another game you guys have heard me rant and rave about. Again, you got somebody that's never played miniatures or very young kids or whatever. Boom. You could get them right into this. And if you're experienced, well, you can make it pretty hard. So it's not like experienced players have to go backwards. Literally, they can start, get the basics and go pretty advanced. Yep. Warhammer, as far as Warhammer goes, we're sticking with 10th edition, regardless of any other editions coming out. It seems to be the overall best, from what a lot of people are saying, not just us. And we have all the stuff for it. So even as they continue to go forward, I think we're going to stop with that. As Games Workshop's got you chasing your own tail, if you can never get ahead. So
I think if we do Warhammer, it's going to be more like the Kill Team, the smaller battles.
Kill Team is.
And besides, Kiki doesn't want to go against my aliens anyway.
Yeah, but Kill Team is a better version because people don't have time. Literally, no joke. If you know what you're doing with Kill Team, probably 35, 40 minutes, you can get your 4 rounds done. You can play it even if you push it to an hour. You're done. And that's what we like about it. It's X amount of turns to get your objectives or accomplish what you're going to do, and it goes off victory points. So people that normally would tend to hang back and try to snipe or do something and not do much, you're going to lose. You're going to be forced. You're forced to move forward. Awesome. Walkabout says he drug out Zombicide. Walkabout, if you get time and you want to do a live play, let's do it.
Yeah.
Either us or you, whoever, doesn't matter who hosts it. We just like to play the game.
Get the mud in there as well.
Oh, mini Warmut? Yeah.
Who else would I be talking about?
Mini Warmut. So, those are the games that we've had a chance to really do something with. And out of all of them, I think even Ashley's impressed with Trench Knife.
Yeah, I am. It's a solar play, but I don't see why you couldn't make it where you have a 2-player game. You could maybe.
Like when I was doing it, you were the co-pilot helping with
the rules
and back and forth while you're doing the filming. So you can still do some, but if you're the Germans, you're fixed on what you can do. So there's no altering it. On the Allies, then you can make decisions of more or less what you're going to do. So, but for a solo game, which is hugely important to lots of people out there, a lot of people don't got a significant other to play with, or kids that want to play with them, or friends, or they live, way the hell out in the middle of nowhere. They got no gaming club to go to. So as a solo game, Well, versatility because you can mix the cards up and create a different map to fight on. Trench knife, I think they just get more in your money's worth. That's my opinion. What do you want me to do?
You said you wanted to try that coffee.
What is it? Oh, a different one.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Oh, that's stronger, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the games that we got to play. We're going to go scroll down to while we're on one. Things that we have accomplished in 2021.
21?
Or 20, my God.
I wanted to go back to 21. It
20.
Simpler.
It's hard for me to do it because you got control over there, and I can't screen it on here.
Oh, that is
2024. Just a second here. Walkabouts list for 2025 is Midgard, ACW Black Powder, which I wouldn't mind trying. Trench Crusade. I've been hearing an awful lot. I did some look into that.
And his rules. MTC. Okay.
We're going to get to what we want to do a little more here momentarily also. So we are on. So one of the bigger things was the March to Victory put on by Wiley's Games in Kansas City, Missouri. It's not a big convention, actually very small. But what's nice about it is we've gotten to know the people in Wiley's Games. Jay Wiley, his wife Robin, very nice people.
His brother
Chris, and McMurray and
Todd Reese.
Which Wardrobe plays World War II. Reese from 54 Millimeter Empire, and all these people that we've met, we got to meet face to face with the fellow gamers. So that was really cool. We plan on going again this year. We plan on setting a game up and doing a game expedition. But we're also, what's the next one, Ashley? What do we do?
Going to the World War I Museum.
You got to roll it up. You're in charge.
Wow.
There you go. Not being facetious, by the way. So, no, you didn't have it as next. You had it on the same line.
Yeah, I had it on the same line.
I'm sorry. That's why I told you. Never mind. All right. So we also went to the World War I Museum. I'm sorry. I thought that was going to be on its own because we were going to talk about it. So the World War I Museum out there is fantastic. A lot of you gamers do history gaming, and you're going to want to look and see what's what, Ashley, were you watching Ledford?
Yes.
So you didn't bring that up then. So Ledford, in your comment there on Facebook, spell that out for me. What is one of your favorite games?
LFRP?
No, it's not LF, Ash.
Or WFRP. WFRP.
Yep. So Walkabout's gonna do for board games Hero Quest, Zombicide, Axis and Allies would be fun. I already do Zombicide. Of course, we're trying the Twilight 2000, although we got to get that back on track. The holidays are over. Star Wars RPG, that would be interesting, but I think we'll watch some of that if you get it up. Twilight 2000 is pretty much where we would stay. But I'm going to go back to Telemachus and see if we can find a phased plasma rifle. Telemachus, because since you commented on that, just sounds cool. So, the World War I Museum, we plan on, when we go to March to Victory, as opposed to trying to spend a couple days at March to Victory, we'll probably just go down and spend the day or part of the day, meet everybody, say hi, throw in a game, demo a game, but we're going to take a good half a day to do that World War I Museum. It's just, I can't even tell you how cool that is. One of the other things we got was the Battletech Mercenaries Kickstarter, which was well worth the money. I think they really did a good job on notifying people, even though they had, I don't know how they did the shipping because we got ours right away.
Yeah.
But other people still waiting. So, MTC is your rules Walkabout. Move to contact. So is it, put in the comments then, I can't remember, are you going to publish those rules? Like, are you going to sell it as a rule set? If so, let us know. And so it was a good deal all around. A very good deal.
Oh, Letford said Warhammer Fantasy Role Playing.
Warhammer Fantasy Role Playing. Okay. That'd be cool, Ledford. I see a lot of the cosplays that people do, and some of the costumes they do are really remarkable. The talent I've seen of people building,
So he lurks.
Yeah. Well, maybe. And so what's the next one after that?
All right.
You got
Clash of Steel. Both starter boxes.
We got the Clash of Steel starter boxes. So both box sets, well worth the money. More models than what you're paying for. Very good deal. Interesting because we like the old Gale Force 9 tanks.
Yep.
Which, of course, went to World of Tanks. And so Clash of Steel there's a big outcry. I think Clash of Steel under the table was their way of keeping the old school tank guys and saying, here you go, we'll add to it with a little bit more structure. And it's good. It's been a good thing. What's the next thing we did, Ash?
Got a lot of 3D printing done.
Yeah, we put to use the printer we got
on
the Black Friday sales, not this year, but last October of last year. And it's kind of sat there and we did a little bit. Boy, in the last few months, we've really done a lot.
Yeah.
Especially with getting into one-page rules, we have really, really upped it there and done quite a bit of printing.
Yep, that we have. Next one, we got accepted on Apple Podcasts and FM radio podcasting.
Yeah, so our podcast, which you guys have heard me talk about before, but those of you who are listening on this, it's going to be on the podcast. We're pretty much on a lot of platforms. I mean, Google Podcast, on Apple Podcasts now, FM radio podcasts, Podchaser, Poddeezer, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify. So we just kind of keep spreading it. And so when you get kind of invites like, hey, would you be interested? It's like, well, sure. And
did you say Audible? We're on Audible too.
Yeah, we're on Audible. Yep. You can listen to us on Audible. Absolutely. So we're actually in more places than that. I'm just saying that if you're wanting to listen to some of these shows or you miss it, or you run across people who are talking, hey, I'd like to listen to a gamer podcast, refer them our way. That'd be cool. Podbean's a good app that we can do, and you can put it on your phone for free. You can also jump on those shows too, because Podbean has the live interface. So when we go live, you can literally use your cell phone to call in and chit chat. It's kind of unique, and it doesn't cost you anything. I mean, if you want to get rid of the ads, it's like everywhere else. I think it's like $9. But who cares about the ads? I mean, you can listen to that and a bunch of other podcasts too. So, and if you're interested in podcasting and not quite sure where to start, I actually know quite a bit about it. I have a fairly expensive setup that I'd like to keep using more of. And so it was just really nice that it finally went through on Apple and was approved. So even though we have Android phones, and I don't care for Apple, to be honest with you, Apple Podcasts is a big place to be because, the population is 50-50. So Walkabout says it was going to be published this year, but you got drama going on. Oh, yeah, you mentioned some of that before, and it kind of got all messed up. That's all right, man. Whatever you got sorted out, you're more than welcome to put it in our gaming group or on our, let me know. I'll put it on our page too. I can throw you a link up on the website, the gamersofcoffee.com, which is actually getting more and more traction, I noticed. So, did you say all right? Like you want to move on?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wow, you're hearing things.
I am. Freedom. All right, so let's go to the next. Let's go to the next one, then. Whoa.
Got over 1,000 new subscribers this year.
Yeah, this year has been good for us on YouTube, you guys. And we have gotten well over 1,000 subscribers this year from January to now. Like last January, we were at
or something, I think.
About 400 something. Now we're at 1,700 something. So just kind of been steadily growing. I noticed that some of the ones I did on trench knife literally got me
Has blown up.
Is blown up. Yeah. So we're very, very happy that it's increased like that. Now, are we automatically monetized and rich? Well, hell no. That ain't how
I
it
wish
works.
that'd be nice.
Ask
but
Mythos and everybody else that just because you get 1,000 subs,
don't mean you're monetized.
you need the watch time, and we fight the same thing you guys fight. That is, other than some of us who've been around a while, a lot of people today don't ever finish watching an episode, or even if you play a short. It's interesting that even a 50-second video,
can't get people to finish it.
You can't get them past 20 or 30 seconds. They'll thumb up it, they'll like it, even leave a positive comment, but they're not, so with people's attention span so shortened these days, we're trying to focus on ways to figure out how to kind of overcome that listening aspect. However, it is what it is, and 1,000 subs is very nice that we were able to accomplish.
Yeah.
What's our next one there?
We are now able to support a couple creators.
So this year, our goal all along has been to kind of help people out. So without saying names, I know I've subscribed monthly to 3 of them, which is interesting. I know I helped them out because I got a first. There's a badge you get if you join someone's channel, and if you're the first one, you get the badge for that. So I know I helped them out because all 3 of them said we were the first to join. So that makes us feel good. And you know what? When people have a channel, and there's a lot of expense in this. I mean, look at cameras like poor Nagawa. He's getting a good camera. I looked at what he's getting. I'd like to, but they run about $400, man. So it's not cheap to do a hobby, and so on. But we've been able to purchase coffee cups from those. You guys have seen our collection before, and it just increased again. So, Telemachus, before I go on the list, don't move no more, Ashley. That is exactly my point. Like, I don't understand if you're going to click on a video to begin with, and if it says an hour, okay. I understand that to agree. But if it's a minute, if it's less than a minute, then I don't understand that. They'll watch it for a couple seconds, I click a heart or a like, and boom, they're on. The problem is YouTube don't count that, like your shorts. So it's great. I'll get 500 views on one short. Who cares? YouTube doesn't count that watch time at all anyways, which sucks. So they count it on this. Now, you guys are always here. Generally, we have anywhere from, like now we got, what, 6 people? But generally, we end up with about 10. So with that in mind, even if there's 10 people and they stay for 2 hours, that's like 200 minutes of watch time. You're never going to make it. At the end of the year, you're never going to have the 4,000 minutes that they want or the 3,000 minutes. So, and every month it changes because it goes 12 months back. So in January, it's going to go back to last January and say, did you make these goals in that time frame? So it's, dude, I don't know. It's really difficult because any of you been in the stores, you can even see toddlers, man, a year and a half old, sitting in the cart with the phone. They're already hooked, and they're doing this. They're not looking up. They're not looking around. They don't know where they're at. They're just. So now you got adults like it's the same thing. It's very hard.
I blame that on TikTok.
Yeah, it's very hard to get watch time. So simple things like maybe we'll increase. Ashley, well, we have Xbox Live, so maybe we'll start broadcasting once in a while to YouTube.
Well, we have the the PC version of Xbox Live.
Well, it's the same thing. It's Xbox Live. It's the Xbox Live app. It's Xbox Live. You pay the monthly thing. Yep. So if you're on Xbox Live, then you can friend us and whatever.
All right. I would say that was actually
Toddler and Walmart only after 8 p.m. Yeah. It's interesting though, Telemachus, because regardless of how good your content is, it's just difficult. So what's the next one, Ash?
We're doing charities.
You can lower it down. You're getting ahead of us.
Well, you've already talked about the mugs.
Yep.
And the PC. So the only one we haven't done is the.
Well, I haven't gotten to that, but okay. So
the charities.
So charities, you guys. We back ourselves. Food for Farmers. I would ask you to check them out, as I have before, because this helps coffee farmer families. And I can't state enough, I'm not subscribed to other monthly anything for organizations. This one, though, that April was able to come by. I think that was her name, right? April?
Yes.
And she stopped on the show.
And she's actually part of
she's part of our gaming group. Yep. She's active in it. And we
Duncan, I think, is her last name.
We really I think that'd be funny though. Duncan and then coffee.
I believe that's who it is.
Yeah. So, but these are hardworking families. These are people who are busting their butts to begin with. This isn't no handout. This is like a hand up, because literally, you guys know how the corporate world works. People at the bottom get screwed. And that's what happens to these families when you really look at what's going on. For me to have our coffee for our coffee shop, or to go out and get something, or your teas or things like that, there are people in other countries who literally aren't paid anything. They can't survive the year, and it's terrible conditions. So we are happy we could do something. No, we couldn't do a lot, because, man, you guys know we live paycheck to paycheck. We're not wealthy, but it was something, because I'm grateful for a roof over my head, for my family still being alive and kicking, for these things. I feel really, really favored.
April Duncan.
Yep. And so April was kind enough to get on and explain it. And she's a great person with a good heart, and she's doing something to help on her own, out of her own time and stuff. All right, well, Walkabout, go ahead. We appreciate you coming by. So if you guys can, on our gamerswithcoffee.com, there's the charities tab. You can click on that, and we're supporting them. So they're just a good deal
overall.
Yeah. So what's the next one there, Ash?
Got some new mugs from other creators.
Yeah. Well, we're getting our mug collection going. If you guys actually do anything that way, let us know.
Yep.
We'll try to help you out and pick one. We're trying to financially help everybody as they're going as much as we can. We don't have much, or we would just do more.
Got the PC to be able to play for Xbox Live.
Yeah.
Got our website up, gamerswithcoffee.com.
Yep, we got that done this year too. So there is a gamerswithcoffee.com, which is just, it's going to have our latest podcast from Podbean, like the last 5 always will be on there. So it's always currently updated. We do have a news section, so you can check that out if you want to. As we update things, then we'll put things there too also. All right. Is that the end of our list?
Got the gift cards now added to our gamer coffee shop.
So here's the deal. Now that our Gamers with Coffee .shop, the one that you would go to if you click the QR code on the left of your screen, now we have gift cards. So if you'd like to purchase gift cards for others, maybe you don't drink coffee and tea, but you just want to help, you could do that too. Today, in a little bit here, we're going to give away a couple of $5 gift cards. You got to remember, we've got it set up for free shipping, okay? So it doesn't matter what you order. It's free shipping. Does that make the coffee more expensive? Actually, no. Mm-hmm. But the coffee is not what you're getting in the store. Nope. We did a lot of research. Anybody can go start a coffee or tea shop, but you know what? There's an awful lot of junk to sell. And we're not doing that. We don't want to sell junk. Mythos has said it's good. Charles, what he ordered said was good.
Brian even said his.
Brian said he liked it. And I know several of you guys, along with me, if you've got like high blood pressure, stuff like that, so you want to lower your caffeine. I mean, our shop does have caffeine-free coffee. It's 0
And if you need an
Caffeine.
extra boost, we have extra caffeine.
Yeah, and if you're someone that likes energy drinks, then we have extra caffeinated stuff. But I tend to drink half calf coffee or decaf.
Mhm.
Decaf, ours is the water processed. You have to be careful. You go to the store and you can buy brand names I can mention, but I'm not. But you know, like $8, $10 a bag. It'll say decaf, except they decaf it with 2 different chemicals that are cancer-causing chemicals. You don't ever want a chemical solution applied to what you're drinking, especially one that's hazardous to your health, to get the caffeine out. So always buy something that says Swiss water processed. If you do that, it's a safe process. It's basically, I think they use something right along the lines of distilling the bean, like so it pulls the caffeine out naturally, and you're not left with a bunch of dangerous stuff just to not have caffeine.
And they're still looking into hot chocolates and things like that as well for us as well.
But here's the thing with hot chocolates. We're picky. Now you got to understand, next time you're in a store, pick up a box of that $2 hot chocolate with the packets and look at all the chemicals and garbage that's in it. And that's not what we want to put on the website. It doesn't matter if it's a little more expensive, because what's the price of your health? That's kind of how I look at it. If there's $1 or $2 difference, I don't care. I'm going to buy the better stuff. So, by the way, we're not affiliated with or anything like that. We found a cool little app while I'm talking about it. I think it's called Trash Panda.
Yep.
Just go to Google Play or wherever you get your apps from. It's called Trash Panda. You just scan the barcode of your whatever you're picking up at the store. You don't got to remember nothing. It'll tell you just what dangerous stuff is in there. You know what that does? You can just put that box back and find another one that's safer.
Absolutely.
So we encourage you guys to be healthier and trying to do things like that. So when we get
Brian from World War II.
Yes, I know. I was going to acknowledge that when I was finished, but thank you. Say, Brian.
And Mendeling Mike.
And Meandering Mike. How are you guys? Gamers and Coffee Gin. If I was going to do that, closest thing I can offer you is the bourbon coffee. That's
really good.
It's pretty good. They put it in a bourbon barrel, so you'll definitely know you have a little bit different taste with your coffee. But I'm glad you're here too, Meandering Mike. By the way, before I go on, Meandering Mike and World War II Brian, do you guys want to be entered on the Spin the Wheel? We're going to give away some gift cards to the coffee shop. We're giving away at least 2. So if you want your name added, you just say yes. And we'll add your name in a little while. We'll switch the camera over, spin the wheel, and let the wheel pick. And we'll do it at least twice. And then we'll give you a digital.
He just woke up from a nap.
We'll give you a digital code in an email. So that's good for until the end of January. You just woke up from a nap, Mike. Well, that's okay. I'm glad you're here. I see you everywhere. Mike here, he's everywhere helping people shows out. I notice he's quite a bit everywhere. And Brian, we got to do a game or something there, World War II, sir, that we've been talking about, but we haven't had a chance to do. And do you still have your mugs I sent you? Weird World War II? Or Mel broke hers, I think you said. That's okay, man. Mike, do you drink tea? Because we have tea from our friends, for the guys across the pond. By the way, I'll drink tea, certain kinds of tea. English breakfast tea, I like.
And it goes for our merch as well.
Yeah. So the gift card will go for coffee, tea, or if you want it, towards a cup. Everything's free shipping on there anyways. But so if you'd like one, just say yeah. Well, our friendship is a gift for you. Well, thank you, Brian. That's cool. Let's see. So back to the hot chocolate real quick. That's the difference. We're trying to find and source out. Basically, you got to get organic type of hot chocolate product. And it's just more difficult to try to find it in a good price range. But, again, go get yourself an app that shows you what's in your food. And a lot of everybody's been coming up lately with health problems. And I'll tell you what, a lot of our health problems are from what we eat and drink, right? So the apps that you can scan the barcode on and it says warning. Oh, you go, oh, this is garbage. You put it back on a shelf and you can find something safer. Like Trash Panda is a good app. Again, it's simple. Just scan the thing. All right, Meandering Mike says add him to the drawing.
I just did.
Cool, sir. I think we got 6 different kinds of teas. And they're loose leaf teas, sir. So you get out of a bag. Depends on how strong you want to brew your tea, man. But upwards of like 28 to 40 cups. Depends on how much tea you use at a time. What else is on our list there, Ash? What was it?
Looking for the game con.
Okay, so as a lot of you guys have known, and for those of you listening on the podcast who didn't hear before, because this is being recorded for the podcast too, we are looking into and pretty close to like finalizing things with doing our own game con this coming year. We're going to really try to do it in our area out here. I'm sure we'd love all you guys to come. I know you can't, but we'll at least live stream and do things from that. So wish us luck on that, because that's something that we would really like to do. And I actually got a lot of good feedback about it so far. What's up now, Ash?
That's it for it.
Okay, so then the next section has plans for 2025.
Being able to game more.
Yeah, being able to game more. And for sure, we're going to do Trench Knife, a little more Hex Encounter stuff, Alpha Stripe, and Team Yankee. That seems to be a lot of what feedback we've gotten. Trench Knife was really good feedback. I got a lot of nice comments, emails, and stuff about that.
And Jeffy from Hex and
Hex to Hex
wants us to do more Hex Encounter.
Well, sure. And so we're gonna give that a shot too. Hold on a second. Let me check over here on Facebook.
Nothing yet.
Okay. So, what's the next one we're gonna do?
Focus on our shop.
We're gonna focus on our shop more, like we were talking about. This whole year we've had it. We've never really mentioned it much. One, I don't want to beat it over everybody's head every single time. Although people said we should mention it more, because we literally just don't mention it most of the time. So we are going to gamers with con fees, entry fees. So that would be a good thing. So what I'm trying to do, Meandering Mike, is in our area, most game cons, most of the time you're going to cover your cost. For instance, it's in my local area, to rent something that'd be big enough for a couple days, I figured I'd have to have about 200 people show up just to break even. Okay. So the con's not going to be about trying to grab cash. The con's about getting gamers together and getting our name out there more, because we, of course, like to have more people show up in our group on Facebook and more people show up for our shows and whatnot. So in our area, we would just put on a different game con than most. So I think it'd be pretty good. And of course, we just out of our own pocket, we'd be giving away coffees and teas. We'd have like drawings and maybe give away mugs, things like that. Because the biggest reason we have our coffee cups and our merchandise is what? I mean, I'm not going to get rich with the followers I have. You'd have to be like Mr. Beast or one of these where you got 10, 20,000, purchases a year. But if someone picks up our coffee cup, right, and they're sitting there having a cup of coffee talking with a friend, maybe the friend will say, hey, who's that? It's advertising. So we don't expect to make anything off the merchandise at this point.
No.
It's more about advertising. And since it's more of a drop ship thing, we don't have to store it. So we don't have to force people to buy it, because there's no out of expense cost for us. Coffee cups run about $1.50 you might make after the sale. So you would have to sell hundreds of them to get somewhere. Okay. But I think the con would just be fun. And because now that I have the coffee shop and I had to get our sales tax up on the wall permit, now I have to file it like as a business. So the con would kind of be a write-off, because really they're profitable usually down the road. So we'd have to see. And Brian says, Weird World War II says he will make an appearance at the con, save us a table. Absolutely. Nice. Would. Love to see you and Mel come down if you could.
Absolutely.
And
that goes for anyone.
For any of you guys.
We're gonna see if we can't get a couple of the guys that are more local to come down as well.
We'll see if the March to Victory Wiley guys come this way. I hope so. But it's within 4 to 5 hours of them. Chris is even closer.
I believe so, about 3.5, 4.
Something like that, I think.
Yeah.
Or 2. But anyways, we just think that it would be really fun to do. It's more or less would be a tax write-off, and I want to do it to get our name out there. I also, in our area, we just game different than others, and so it'd be nice to bring people in and show them other games. I just think it would be fun. It would be a blast all the way around. So we are pretty close to finalizing that, and probably we'll do it in June. I'll probably have to wait till January or something into February, like income tax, and pay for it because it is expensive. It's expensive. So it'll be interesting. And what's the next one we got there, Ash?
The Game Con.
What else?
Being able to support more creators.
So that was the other thing we wanted to do is we are trying to support you guys as we can. But we want to support more of you, and because we really enjoy everybody we met. We have a lot of respect for you guys, and we don't just say that to say it. So we wish we could do more. Maybe one day we can do more financially, but as you guys bring up your little subscribe buttons and you're able to do that, that's what we've been trying to do as far as joining and helping or buying some of your merchandise or mugs or trying to advertise it, like with Brian here. He sent us stickers. We got some views on that on YouTube, views other places. So we've got the word out, and we'll just keep putting the word out because we'd like to see Brian and Mel go forward too. Everybody else. So that's a goal for us. So the Game Con, focusing on our shop, doing a little bit more different types of gaming, and supporting you guys in general, more so. Then those are our goals. Did we have anything else written down? I can't remember.
And a new camera.
Oh yeah, we got to get a new camera. So temporarily we replaced what you're seeing that on is we game shared, but temporarily we got a whole whooping $30 camera to replace the other one, and just because the other one's junk. I mean, but I seriously need to replace our cameras. But a good camera like Nagawa there, you guys know him, or Chris, or some of you know him. That's about $400 to get a good one. Ironically, the good ones are set for church services. So when you look for cameras, look for that.
Yep.
Those are where you're going to find the good stuff. These other ones are meant for conferencing, video conferencing, and whatnot, and they work just fine for that. Or like what we're doing with this. So it's a must. We're gonna have to upgrade something because up on the ceiling, you guys see my older videos where the camera is shooting straight down at the table. You all used to like that. That poor camera died. I have right up here is
the rod for it.
The rod for it here still. Like I'll show you, I used to have it here. See that rod? And this will come all the way down and center above the miniatures. But that camera is the one I told you has the zoom. So never found another one like it. So I'm going to have to search. So that is a goal for us. We got some big goals there.
Focusing more on podcasting as well.
Our podcasts. Now that we're on Apple Podcasts, FM radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Audible, Amazon Podcasts. So we're slowly getting invited and spread out. And the problem is trying to build a base in any one spot. So like, I don't have a ton of members on one thing, right? It's like I've explained before. So we got members on TikTok. We got members here. We got members on our Facebook group, members on our Facebook page, members on Instagram. So I think all total between all those, it's about 8.5, around 9,000 people. The problem is it's broken up. Like here on YouTube, 1,700. Facebook page, I think 2,400. Facebook groups like 1,600. Instagrams, like so. It's broken up. So you usually need 10,000 in anything to go anywhere and then get picked up and be pushed. Yeah, you can start making money, but the point is to get pushed. And if you can get out there more, then you can gain more followers and stuff. So we're going to work on focusing on the podcast more. I have a god awful amount of podcasting equipment for stationary podcasts, mobile podcasts. And you guys know when me and Clint worked together, we had a hell of a lot of fun doing the commute series. We gained thousands of downloads from that. So it's something I want to do too. So we're going to stay with what we've got. We're not expanding really into anything. We're pretty much going to add more podcasts, play more games. The game con's something separate. It'll be a one-time thing. But of course, we're going back to March to Victory, like we said earlier. Except we won't be there for several days this time. It's a very small convention where they have it. And we're going to go and set up a game. We'll get a game. We'll pay the entry fee, get the game, and we'll do something there. Spend a couple hours there. But really, the World War I Museum is out that way. It's a good excuse to do that.
Gordon Ramsay.
Ashley wants to. We saved you guys as a couple. We don't, our idea of going out is like to Burger King or something.
Yeah. Cheap.
So we saved, and last time we were out there to March of Victory, and Crystal and Keegan went. So we all went to Gordon Ramsay's
well worth the money
restaurant. It was like a once in a lifetime thing, and it was way worth the money. It's interesting. It's a little expensive, but zero complaints, man. From the service to the food, I never had steak melt in my mouth like that. It's just amazing what he's able to cook.
Absolutely.
So there's things like that. We're planning to make it more of a little vacation, and as far as opposed to just straight up gaming, but it would also be a lot easier because I also have to get in touch with the guys at the museum. And I want to, get permission to come in and do more of a guided tour and do more of a thorough kind of video. All these pictures we had from earlier in the year, I still haven't got to because it was too chaotic. When we were walking through, it was just so overwhelming. It's such a tragic waste of life, honestly. Horrific things. And it just is overwhelming, man. It's an emotionally overwhelming experience. And we did it. I don't know if I could do it justice. So I want to go back and do it correctly. And we do have some World War games. We do have World War I stuff. And so it'd just be good to get that perspective. So, that's what we're going to do with that. But like I said, focus a little bit more on the podcasting and try to support you guys more and push our shop a little bit. Focus, do some advertising because World War II, I've talked to you guys a bunch of times. If we could get our shop to pay for our podcasting and hosting expenses, and then we could get games, we'd like to take the games and do giveaways like we used to do.
Yep.
But this time, it would fund itself and just kind of go back. So that's the goal of the shop. We already got jobs. Of course, if you made $1 million, sure, that'd be great. But realistically, we would like it to pay for itself. And
so we can put back towards everyone else.
Yeah, and it would be nice. It'd just be nice to get some games to play, review, box them up, send them off. Because we're out of storage space.
You see our cabinets.
It's like the rest of you guys. This hobby really does. There's no end to it. We're in the golden age of tabletop stuff. I literally never thought you'd ever get to a point where you had this many choices on games to play. What's our next thing if we have one? Oh, okay. And a question for you all. And then we'll do a drawing. So, would you guys like to see us back at the coffee shop? We did that before, and we really appreciate it. A couple of you guys showed up every time, and we're grateful for that. But we would do that, and then we would come back, and it would give us about an hour to get ready to do the show. So I don't know if we got to thinking maybe is it too much of people watching us the same day, because we'd rather them watch us on here. So Yeah, meandering Mike, more storage space would be awesome.
Would be nice, yeah.
I would love to be able to do something.
Right now, you can see my resin printers are back here. We have a filament printer in our other like storage room right now.
There's just no more room left in here. We just got to focus on gaming more of what we got, and storage is something hard to come by. So, you guys, if you'd be kind enough to let us know, do you want to see some more games from the coffee shop? Because what I could do is, instead of going live from the coffee shop, maybe I could record the game there. The live game was fun for all the interaction it would give us. But I think it just got to be too much for the day. So let us know what you think about that. And I know that's a lot to go through that we did. But you guys have hung out, I think, didn't...
we got 3.
Who do you got?
Walkabout, Charles, and Meandering Mike.
Yeah. All right, so hold on a second here. We'll bring that page back up. All right.
I can do it this way.
What are you doing?
There. I just have to click on it.
Okay, so hold on. It's here.
That one.
Okay, so we're gonna let the software do it, man. So you gotta spin, Ashley.
Looks like Charles.
Charles. All right, man. Yay! Let's clap it for you, sir. So Charles, we have his email already or no?
I
can't remember.
I think so.
Charles, you need to send an email to gamerswithcoffee@gmail. Just all together, gamerswithcoffee@gmail.com. And just say, hey, it's me, Charles. And what we're going to do is send you a code back. It's a digital code. So when you put it in at the website, I know you like that hazelnut coffee you bought. So whatever you pick, just enter the code, sir, and it will automatically take the $5 off. And remember, the shipping's free, so that'll work. So we're going to spin it again. Now it's between Walkabout and Meandering Mike. Let's see who wins.
Mike does.
Woo!
Charles is probably napping.
Charles is napping. That's all right. We'll hold it for him. Close that on there, Ash. Now spin it. Let's see who wins. No.
I want to, out of curiosity.
Go ahead. I don't know, Meandering Mike. Maybe you'll get one. We'll see.
It's Walkabout.
Or Walkabout. Well, Walkabout already won. Why'd you click it out that way?
Just what to say.
Wow.
Mike and
all right,
Charles.
Meandering Mike, you got one. So by default, man. So there's 3 gift cards we'll give out. Mike, just again, I gotta find a way to contact you. So just contact gamerswithcoffee@gmail. You can always go to our website, which is gamerswithcoffee.com. There's a contact form there.
Charles' email.
Okay. So there you go. We got those 3 going out. You guys got those gift cards. So use them up if you want. They're good through the end of January, on January 31st. Oh, you're trying to figure out how to set up root. Well, good luck with that, Charles. I mean, that looks like an interesting game, but you'll have to fill us in. But you won, sir.
Yep, you did win, Charles. So we do have your email still. So I will get that email to you. We'll need Walkabout's email and Mike's email sent to us. And that way I can get those going. I'll get them done tonight and get them shipped out or sent over.
Yeah, they'll get sent over right away today. So then it's up to you with the email what you want to do. Hold on a second here. Ashley, you can speak if you want.
I'm trying to get this already set
That's
up.
what I'm trying to do. I am just filling in.
Do.
Oh no! So Ashley here loves that Jeff guy, like I said from.
With Jeff?
Yep.
Jeff.
So thank you guys, Brian and Mel. If you guys can make it down, you just need to email me and let me know. Hey, do you guys want to put on a game? All right, Andrew Mike sent his email.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. But Brian, if you guys seriously want to come down, then we'll get you a table and let me know what game if you want to put a game on, because you guys put on some pretty weird shit, and that would be good too, because it's different than the norm, and we're kind of different than the norm. So if you want to do that or bring something down that you want to sell, you can do that. That's the last thing I'm looking at, is like maybe a table for where people can sell stuff. And Andrew Mike says, thanks. No, thank you, sir, you're always doing stuff for other people. You always show up everywhere else too. Pretty much wherever I go and I pop in, I see you. So you know, it's all good, man. And Charles says he did get a nap before the show started. Oh, nice. He has an alarm so he doesn't miss it. Thank you, Charles. We appreciate that also. Next time you take a nap, double the time so you can take one for me too, because I don't get to take naps.
All right, Charles will send.
Include in there where his reply. And then the shop address too. All right, Meandering Mike, Ashley's doing yours now on the shop, and so she'll give you that code. You should have it here in just a couple minutes. Oh, that's cool, Mike. Thank you. So check your email. She's setting it up now. Brian, you would host some weird World War II games? Yeah. So it's pretty much a done deal. It's just the expenses. That's the expense if you're renting something for 3 days. So I just got to cover that expense without expecting, in case it doesn't break even, I don't owe the place we're renting it from, which will be literally probably the city. City has some areas, so I'm thinking about that. But anyways, I think it holds up to 280 people, but I figure 40, 50 less because tables and whatnot. I have to go get back to the city and the other one on what I can do as far as, can we have vendors there if vendors want to show up to sell something, that kind of thing.
Charles got the email.
He says, all right.
I'll say if she likes more of like a medium blend.
Who are you talking to?
Mike. Because he says his wife drinks coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Get her the cowboy blend. I absolutely love that one.
Cowboy coffee is good. It's not
overly powered. All right, so Mike should be getting his any minute.
Well, that's interesting. There you go. Mike says he got his. All right. That's cool, Brian. June 13th is Weird World War II Day. So we were thinking in June, because out here, last day of school is, they get out June 1st. So we were thinking everybody pays rent on the 1st. All these bills are due on the 1st.
Probably like the third week.
So we were thinking of the second week. So it'll probably be right around there. I don't know what day June 13th is, but if it's a Saturday, it'd probably be that Saturday or Friday or Sunday. And the one place we're looking at is on Fridays, they have food trucks that show up there anyways. So if people were coming from out of town, they wouldn't have to go very far.
Yeah, the 14th
There's
and 15th
food trucks that come out there
weekend.
on Friday. Is it?
Yep.
What's 13th?
A Friday.
Oh, okay.
Saturday, Sunday is the 14th and 15th.
Yeah, so, okay, June 13th is a Friday. So if we were to do it for that, Brian, then, like I said, food trucks will be there in the parking lot. But you're down the street from a Scooters for coffee, a Dunkin' for coffee, Starbucks.
Yep, there's a Walmart.
A Walmart. There's Dairy
Hy-Vee's.
Queen. There's Hy-Vee. There's everything you want.
Yeah,
It's
within
all
a 5-minute drive.
Even less on some of it. Some of it you're just going to walk across the street for it. So that's a location.
The code is good for anything in the store. It's just basically $5 discount kind of thing.
It's a $5 gift card, so it'll take it off.
Yep, it'll take it off.
And when you order stuff, Mike, the shipping is free, so you're not going to be paying for shipping. So that's kind of what we're thinking of doing, you guys. And I think it would just be fun, and it would get our name out. So that's the goal. Start simple, go from there, and just try to keep having fun with what we're doing. Because really, if it's not fun or it becomes work, then what? Yeah, there's on every single thing, Mike. It's set up with that supplier is free shipping. That's how we negotiated that out. But like I said, it's not the $7 or $10 coffee at the store. It's you'll notice a difference. But we'll keep you guys updated on it when we can if we're doing something different, and we don't want to try to have too much of an expectation for other than that, because we got a lot on our plate for next year. Well, geez, now maybe warm up. You missed an entire list of what we're going to do.
And the drawing.
And the drawing, sir. But anyways, it's a lot for next year. But I think we can realistically do it because, like I said, the Game Con, that's one item for the year. If the Game Con is successful, then that's great. And if I think it was worth it, even if it doesn't break even, then I'll probably do it again next year because it might take a while to get established in this area. So that's all we can do is just keep trying. Also, Mike or any of you others, let us know if you got coffee cups or whatnot. We'll see if we can support you on that too. This is what I like about the group here and everywhere else. You guys all kind of know each other. And for those of you on the podcast, they're saying hi to each other when they come in the room. People kind of welcome each other. And that's really nice to see. So we hopefully you guys like what we're doing. Make sure you give the show a thumbs up when you're done. I would appreciate that. That always helps. I'm not so sure on the shorts. They work out, but they don't count on time. And you know what I noticed? Well, I think it's one person that I had to ban from our group because of their behavior. And so now lately I noticed on the shorts, like a dislike, like 4 in a row. I'm like, so.
Yeah, there's someone messing with
somebody
our stuff.
Doing that, and that doesn't help. Personally, I think YouTube should have a thumbs up or nothing. Either people like it or they don't. If they don't, who cares? If they like it and they don't do anything, okay. If they like it and want to say they do, then there you go.
Goblin Trailer Park games in the future.
Okay. That will be interesting, Mini Warmut. Trailer park games in the future. That would be interesting.
12-pack. Yeah, I believe so.
Yes, that's the K-Cups. It'll be, Mike, those are the K-Cups.
Brian says he gets trolls too.
Yeah, it's annoying because I noticed I don't get them on any of the shows or any of the regular videos. But on the shorts, there's somebody that's doing that. I'm like 3 or 4 in a row. I'm like, what? So if you don't like it, then I've never, even when I didn't care for a video I've seen from other people, just out of respect, I never hit the dislike button. I honestly never have. I mean, if it's not my thing, it's not my thing, but I'm not gonna tear them down because it's not my thing. I don't. Pardon me, my sinuses are plugging up.
Goblins fighting for the hooch.
Nice. There you go, Mini Warmont. That would be a fighting over a barrel or something. That would work.
Moonshine.
Is that what they call it?
Hooch is usually, I think, a prison term, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah. Prison wine. There you go. So that's okay, because most of you guys know I make my own homemade wine anyways. Only problem is it comes out too sweet. Literally, I can't drink it. It's just too sweet. The family and others in the area do, though. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Telemachus, that YouTube counts as activity. Yeah, it just kind of sucks, I guess. Charles is actually buying MDF trailers. Ah, cool. You're going with goblins down in the trailer park in the barrio. Good point there, World War II. I mean, we don't try to make everyone happy, I guess. And we are just ourselves.
Dysfunctional.
Yeah, we are who we are, and we like all you guys that always show up. We respect everybody. It's just annoying, I guess. I'm like, I don't know. I don't do that to anybody on YouTube. I never have, and I never will. If I don't care for something, that's fine. I just keep going that, but I'm not gonna, if they really are doing what they like, and it's not my thing, why would I want to give them grief? You know what I mean? It just annoys me. Oh, wow. There you go, Mike. Thank you. Yeah, Charles, that is awesome. And thank you again, Mike. It'll show up when the order successfully goes through.
Yep, Mike's already went in. As soon as we're done.
All right.
So, as soon as we're done, I will get that completely processed over. But yep, we're just waiting for Walkabout's email, and then I can send it over.
What? I thought you already sent the email.
For Walkabout, I don't have his email.
Oh,
Mike got his, and Charles got his.
Never mind. I was thinking of Mike. Yeah.
Look, it already shows that it's been used.
Yeah. There you go.
Nice.
Oh, nice mini warm-up. You like that one? I like the cowboy blend myself. Probably overall the best. But I do have a bag for myself coming because I ran out of my decaf. So I ordered that a couple days ago. So when it comes in, I will show you that I did order it. Because it's pretty damn good. But I'm trying to lower my caffeine throughout the day.
So if Brian's is almost gone, then he needs to reorder.
There you go, Brian. E-commerce live. Yeah. We're, like I said, Meandering Mike, we're hoping that I got to put more emphasis on it because literally it's a fairly decent monthly charge to host products and host a website, and then whatnot. So I just want to see it pay for itself and maybe some extra for the games. That's where we're going to try this year to do a little more. Oh, you got some buildings, Charles, for the trailer park? So where are you getting your MDF trailer park trailers? Which, by the way, I work in a trailer park. We no longer call them trailers because they're literally not their freaking awesome homes. So they're built just like a modular home anymore. But where'd you get them at, Charles? Let us know. Because that'd be fun. We should get some for ourselves when we do one-page rules.
Fighting in the
guys fighting against an invasion in a mobile home community. Ow, my back. Pardon me, you guys. I hurt my back pretty bad Friday or Thursday doing something. I lifted wrong, I think. And Friday morning, I couldn't hardly get out of bed. You have to push yourself up out of bed. You can't hardly walk. You get your shoes on. And made it to the chiropractor after work. And I was in some pain. So he gave me an adjustment said, now watch out because all those muscles, they untighten and it hurts. Oof, it does hurt. Today has not been fun, but it's getting better. But even trying to stand up, I have to push myself up out of the chair. So tomorrow, I'm not looking forward to work tomorrow, especially when they want me to move furniture from one house to another, and I'm not going to be able to do it. Yes, meandering Mark, they are modular home staging areas. Very good. There are a lot of games, Mini Warm-Up, that need to be played. You are correct. It's just we've got a lot done for ourselves. We went through earlier and didn't realize we have done a lot. And I wanted to do more, but just time. You guys notice how fast it goes, right? So it's all good, though. And I'm just really looking forward to March to Victory and then doing our own thing in June. I think that will be that'll be fun.
I believe so, yeah.
It's gonna be fun either way. If nothing else, there'll be coffee there, so I'll probably do free coffee, free hot chocolate, things like that.
Yep. And then maybe get pizza or something to order.
Well, there's a place around here that makes
take and bake, basically.
It's like a take and bake. They'll make homemade pizzas. Now, I'm not talking about the frozen crap at the store. And I've eaten a lot of that in my life. But these are real pizzas, just take and bake. Well, the place I'm looking at has a full kitchen in the back, so you could literally bake pizzas and stuff like that. Plus, it would just be nice.
Hold on, babe. Charles, up on the top, there should be an area where it shows like a little plus. You click on the plus and it'll bring up another tab.
On what?
He asked how to open up another internet tab without losing us.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. You're all right. If you're click the button next to you, you got your tabs at the top, then there's that plus sign. If you click that, it opens another tab. And you won't lose us as long as you don't click us off. Because I've got to switch back and forth between here and
yeah, we got to get another
Facebook stream
card to fix it so you can have dual monitors again.
Well, the dual monitors was nice, but my video card, one end of it went out. So what I've got to do is order another video card. But you know what? They're not so cheap anymore either.
No, they're not.
Mini Warm-Up got 1 hour skirmish rule set and Dracula's America.
I've never even heard of Dracula's America.
So Dracula's America, obviously vampire. But I have not heard of that one either. You could look it up, Ash.
Yeah, I can.
So when you say you got Dracula's America, is that a rule set also, like the 1 hour skirmish, or is it a game? Oh, this chair is getting harder and harder to sit in.
Looks like it has miniatures.
Oh, it's got miniatures. Yeah, it does.
Shadow, where did it go? Shadow of the West. So it's like an Old West game.
So Ashley just looked it up. Yeah, Meandering Mike, it does look cool.
In the wake of the Civil War.
After the Civil War. That's cool. Hey, Mythos. How are you, sir? Unfortunately, those of you showing up now, well, if you want, you can go back and see what we were discussing, what we've done, what we're able to do, and then future. How are your fellow coffee and plastic addicts? We're doing good.
Huh. This might be kind of cool.
Oh, well, that interested Ashley right there. We're doing pretty good, Mythos. Every day you wake up's a good day, man. Just go with that. If you wake up, does not matter what happens the rest of the day, you have already won. That's it.
It's kind of like Indians, it looks like.
I don't know. It's got miniatures, so Ashley's interested in it now. Is the rule set easy? I don't know. Oh, so you do got the rule set. Wild West Vampires.
I'm saying it looks like it depends on which one you do. There's a bunch of different ones. But yeah, Midwest, Shadow of the West. I'm assuming he's doing, if he said Wild West Vampire. Yeah, he's probably doing the Shadow of the West. So it's cowboys versus vampires.
Nice. Some Wild West action with vampires.
It's kind of what it looked
That
like.
looks kind of cool. She's got it pulled up on her other screen over here.
So yeah, depending on which one you do, is you
What you
got
gonna
pilgrims.
Wow.
Folk Forsakens. I don't know. There's a whole bunch.
Oh my God! So just save that. That's a lot, Brian. Thank you for more plastic addiction. So yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Dracula's America, Forbidden Power, Shadow of the West. That one just says rulebook.
That's what Meandering Mike says. It looks like there's a couple of supplements for Dracula's America. So you got the main core rules,
and then you got little side books.
Supplements for what you're doing. But I mean, it looks interesting.
Yeah.
Looks really interesting for her. I don't know. I'd be interested. It's got the
Wild West. World Wet. Yeah, I'd say.
Fight for.
Let's see. It is 1875, and Count Dracula is president of the United States of America.
Great.
In the wake of the Civil War, the country struggling to regain its balance, Dracula seizes power. And basically, yeah, you got to go, and the Count assassinated President Lincoln and its entire administration in a single night. So you got to basically take it back, is what it looks like.
That'd be an interesting game. So that word that starts with an A, try not to say that.
Yeah.
It's
But that's an interesting take.
Well,
that's not bad. Whatever basically 1999 European is. So what, 22, $23, something like that?
A couple dollars more.
That's
looks like an interesting thing. So Dracula's America. So if you guys are interested on the podcast, then it's Dracula's America. You just typed it in and it pulled up.
Yeah. This one's the rule book.
It pulled up North Star Military Figures, which has Dracula's America.
But
the rule book.
Osprey Publishing has it. Board Geek, Game Geek has it.
Board Game Geek.
Goonhammer. Amazon even has it.
Oh yeah, Meander Mike mentioned that before you said it. That the books are available on Amazon.
Nice. Yeah, there's Amazon, and it looks like the miniatures as well.
Well, thank you guys for letting us know, and my wallet will be reaching out to you saying, "Why'd you mention that?" Maybe Wormite, but
oh wow, you can get all three of them for $62. Well,
that's not bad. The books,
all the books.
Yeah, that's about the price of one codex. So, if you're playing Warhammer, so that's
basically.
Cool. What do you expect from a dude that just played the Great Christmas Pig Escape?
Yeah. So how did that work? I'll have to go and try to see if.
You'll have to watch.
Did they save the pig?
North Star minis are great. I don't have any of them, mini warm-up, but if you say so, I will take your word for it. There are some really nice companies out there that make nice miniatures. North Star minis.
Okay, so I'll keep that one up then.
Yeah. So then are they metal?
It looked like they were plastic.
I kind of miss the old school.
Pewtered?
Yeah.
I don't like them. They bend too easy.
Yeah, but they have a little bit of heft to them.
I saw a carriage.
Buy it. Oh, wow. Look at that town setup.
Yeah.
Those are some cool Old West buildings right there.
So what size is this? Because they didn't look like they were very small.
What size is it? It's a 15 millimeter, 28, 32, like Warhammer size.
A game area of at least 2 foot by 2 foot.
It's probably 15 millimeter. Then.
Standard size is 3 foot by 3 foot, and a large scale is a 4 by 4.
So I'm betting they're either 10 or 15.
Best if you play more than 4 people. A deck of cards, a D6, a D8, and a D10.
So like it says no
5
US
or 6
distro.
of each.
28 millimeter.
I'd say this looks like at least 28.
That's what Mini Wormut says. I can't see it from here. Well, I mean, I can see some.
It kind of looks like it is Because you use cards.
That's a cool looking table. Here.
So is it?
Let me know so they can see what you found.
Wait, hold on. Is it open? Yeah, it's open. Hold on. Let me go over here. I gotta turn my camera on.
Oh, it's facing you now.
Oh, wrong camera. Hold on. Oh, it's not connecting it. I don't know why.
Okay, I'll add it. Hold on.
No, it's not connecting on this end.
It doesn't have to, Ash. It's plugged into this computer. There we go.
No, that is my desktop camera.
Okay, so go back. Oh, it's this one.
No, it's not.
Okay, get rid of that, please. I'm doing it this way, Ashley.
I understand that.
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, that's
I don't need to add. You don't need to add a link. Just go back to the page.
Okay, hold on. Let me. Where did I find there? Okay.
We'll try to do it this way. There you go. That's part of it. Right there. Stop. That looks like a pretty cool setup right there, you guys. But then there's more to it also. Where was the big town you found?
That's what I'm. Give me a second.
Yes, North Star military figures, Mini Warma, and Artesian miniatures. Thank you, Meandering Mike. He's confirming that too. That according to Noble Knight Games, they are 28 millimeters. Wow, look at this, Brian. See, I would.
That's an awful big train for 28.
No, but it's scaled to a 28 millimeter environment, so it has to be big to everything else.
Yeah.
That might be fun because that would give me a reason to buy a whole bunch of Wild West.
Oh, that's a 4x4. This looks like it's 2 tables, or so it'd be a 4x8 on this one.
Yeah. That's a cool setup there. But look, they got a creek running through there. Stop for a second. Nice, Mythos. He got a win in when he played a game of 40K this week with his new white scars. Felt good.
And Jeffy's here.
What's up, Jeff? You missed all of our what we did this year, what we're going to do, what we're working on, and then we gave away some gift cards, and now you show up. No more talking, Spend. Yeah, Meandering Mike, doesn't that look cool? I mean, that's so now you probably got us sold on that, maybe. Honestly, I can't spend anything. I know it's not very much money, but I got to pay rent here out of my next week check next week, and that takes all of it. So this is tight for us right now, but the price is cheap enough, so we'll have to look into it. And that looks cool. I mean, I'd really like to do Western stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, Jeff. You missed it. We had a presentation. And pulled that up. We were actually professional today, kind of, sort of, but since we're not professional, you can't hold that to us. But yeah, we're so one of our goals was we were able to support some creators this year, and we're going to try and support more next year. And we got our charity for the Food for Farmers. We support them because they're hardworking families with kids. They're already working. My money's not going to somebody sitting on a couch smoking a cigarette, eating Cheerios out of a box. Yeah, they're actually busting their butts in the field every day, day in, day out. So they need help because, corporations rob them blind in third world countries. So I'm like, hey, I can support that. I enjoy my coffee, and I don't mind helping them.
Yeah, that's actually a really great creek looking.
Yeah, that's cool to put the creek effect through a map. That would be interesting to do too. Be a little time consuming. And Mike is saying, I'm looking over here at the comments. That is an awesome creek. It really is, Mike. It really is. See, things like that, they just add more depth to the game, to the table. So, all right, so we'll be in on that then, mini warm up, but we just can't get it right now, man. We had a lot of car problems this year, dude.
Oh yeah,
Ridiculous amounts of money to repair our old vehicles and just to keep going so you can go to work. And when you get caught in that, it's just the way it is for now. But
I mean, Brian can always buy it and send it to us.
Ashley.
I'm joking.
It's Brian's done enough.
Oh, it was a joke.
Oh, I know. So yeah, Hex, we went through quite a bit.
Say Mike went and ordered
the cowboy
blend.
Did you like the 6-bean blend? You said Mythos, yeah. So we really appreciate you guys and all your support. We really do. And we try to support back by our little monthly donations and buying some coffee cups and things like that, which we'll try to do more of as this coming year goes along. Jeff, we're going to try and do a game con of our own here in June. We talked about that. Yeah, if you can, Jeff, go ahead and replay it, and then you guys let me know what you think. Did we do okay presenting it? If you got some tips or something, send them along. But we're gonna try to get the things we talked about done this year because I don't think it's too much. It's more or less expanding on what we're doing. And the podcast, I am really excited, Mythos, because I've talked to Mythos about podcasting and whatnot. So Apple Podcasts picked us up and FM radio podcasts. So you guys know we're on Audible. But Jeff, I don't know if you knew that. So Audible, iHeartRadio, Spotify, a lot of the bigger places we're at. So
we just got Apple. We just got FM radio as well.
Yeah, I just mentioned all those. You must have been just zoning out on that map, huh?
It's a gorgeous map. She's
staring at that screen still. So yeah, if you get a chance to replay it later while you're doing something, go ahead, let us know. So that's our goals, what we got done this year, what we expanded on, and what we're going to do next year.
There's just one off.
Yeah, hold on before you do that. We're going to be doing more podcasts, though, for sure. So if you get the free app Podbean, you ever want to be on our podcast, then that one will let you interact with it and whatnot. If you don't know anything about it or you're considering it, I'll explain to you how it works. If you want to sign up and be podcasting on there, I'll send you a link because then we both get a couple bucks either way. And I'll send you that too if you want. But yeah. By the way, Jeff, you missed Ashley talking about how doing more Hex Encounter next year. She said it came out of her mouth. It's recorded.
No, I said for us to play it, not me.
Yeah, you said us.
You and Keegan.
Us.
Keegan's part of it too.
Us means us, right?
Keegan's part of it too.
She's trying to back out of it now. So, she's got the one.
I'll play some Bethesda. There's Hex Encounter.
Yeah, but we also got to do that one you bought for like whatever.
I thought we did do that one already.
No, I can't remember. We got to break it out again.
Yeah, well, that was to break it out.
Hey, McMurray. Yes, we are live. You missed everything, McMurray. I just explained it to Jeff.
They were probably playing together.
You have to, yeah. So we got a lot of things we actually did this year that we didn't realize how much we did and we could expand on. And we're going to try to do a game con this year after March to Victory, probably in June, McMurray. And I expect to see you there, damn it. If you could go to Wiley's, you could come to Greg's and Ashley's. We'll even give you a cup of coffee. You just have to drag Todd and Reese and everybody else with you. But yeah, we're live. We try to do that anyway.
No. I don't have a problem with the Hex Encounters. We have games that have it. It's the cardboard. I'd rather have more dimension in my games is what I would rather have. That's why we play Bethesda. I have no problem with that Hex Encounter.
Yeah.
And Alpha Strike is Hex Encounter as well.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun, McMurray. We're gonna try to do it. I pretty much got a closed, done thing here between a few spaces. It's more or less the money to cover the initial cost. Well, you've talked to Jay, it costs to rent places, but out here it's a little different cost. Although we're going to try to do it on a Friday, Saturday, and like half a day Sunday or whatever. But they have taco trucks that go to the one place I'm looking at, not just taco trucks, but food trucks in general on Fridays. So I think that's a selling point too, because gamers eat.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Beans the Victory Con. Hey, that's interesting.
I kind of like that one.
We were going to go with something like, what were we going to do? A couple people suggested like Games and Coffee Con or something like that.
Something like that, I think was one of them.
Beans to Victory. So yeah, McMurray, that's what we're going to try to give it a shot for sometime in June, probably around the 13th, which ironically I think falls on a Friday, wouldn't it?
I just looked. Hold on. The 14th is a Saturday, I think. Friday.
Yeah, so it'd be a Friday the 13th. Go figure.
Yeah, I believe so.
Call the con the Hawkeye Showdown. Yeah, and I probably have the officials from all the Hawkeye teams showing up, because when you say Hawkeye, I have no idea what team you're talking about. Basketball team, football team, who, Telemachus says he prefers 1DX games he can play when sleeping and be efficient. So I'll tell you what, Telemachus, the one Tanks of the West or Western Front there, those are 1-inch chits, which are easier to handle. The board's a little bigger playing because they're not so tiny. What I like about those is it's just easier to see your numbers on the chits. I want the title to have something to do with gaming or have a lot of pissed off coffee drinkers. True. That's why I was thinking Games and Coffee like that, like a Games and Coffee Con for the area, Cedar Rapids or something like that.
We'll get some of our coffee and we'll make sure
we'll do some giveaways and stuff of coffee cups and whatnot. I mean, I want to be able to get out there and do it. And whether it succeeds financially, I really don't care. I would really like to just get out and do it and have the fun and get the exposure, because that's mostly what it's about at this point. And the place I have has big enough room for, if it sells out and goes over fantastic, then the following year you could just do something bigger. 2Ds are too complicated. Telemachus says. Yeah, conventions, they always are fun. And McMurray, we do a little bit of a different gaming stuff than everybody else, because most of the conventions in the area here where we're going to be different is a lot of them are, and I'm not knocking it, so don't take it that way. A lot of them are like Magic the Gathering, deck building games, and things like that. So you have more than enough people that would go to ours with these kind of games. And I think the other guys would come just to check it out.
Nope. Mythos likes the Games and Coffee Con. Sounds good. Mythos says, Brian said bingo.
Yeah, I might just name it Hawkeye Games and Coffee Con. Something like that. That sounds good, Mythos. But I think locally, there's a lot of people locally who are just going to want to go. And if we do it in June, it doesn't interfere with, like March to Victory, we'll be out there at McMurray. We still plan on going and setting a game down, but I also plan on spending a lot of time at the World War I Museum. So probably be less time at the game con. Although I'd be interested to see where you place the prostitutes on Reese's game this time, because really, that was brilliant, sir. That was just brilliant.
I didn't even know you guys did that.
I thought it was funny. Caffeine con. Caffeinated gaming. Yeah. Why not Cyclones? Because probably a lawsuit. It'd be like, you'd have to be careful with what words you use, But out here, what's wrong with Iowa State, buddy? Nothing. Nothing's wrong with Iowa State. They hate them out this way. They're all about the Hawkeyes here, sir. So trust me, driving a taxi on the evenings when the Hawkeyes lost and everybody's drunk, that's why they were taking a taxi home. You hear things, and you just hope you can do home. You're doing World War Museum on Sunday after March to Victory is over? Yeah. So we're probably going to do it either Well, first of all, I got to get. I haven't seen the schedule yet, um, and Robin hasn't emailed me yet. So as soon as she does, or I guess I could check the site. Is the site up, ready to go? McMurray, do you know? But we want to try to pick a time and do another game. You know what I mean? Like the last time, Ashley had fun doing the Zombicide there, and this year we just figure out something else. But it's always a good time because we get to meet you guys in person. And that's kind of a nice thing to do too. But I do want to spend time at that museum again. It's way overwhelming now. I went through it too fast. UNI is the best college in the state. Go Panthers. Probably the best thing to do would be to show up at a Hawkeye game with an Iowa State shirt, So, yeah, that's what I was thinking, McMurray. So, probably, I don't know. I got to see what it is and when we can schedule a game to do and hang out. And then it'll either be the day before or the day after because there's some other things we want to do while we're out there too. And uh, uh, we want to make our presence and that. Oh, Mike says,
blinded.
oops, it looks like he filtered his last joke out. Ow.
I said you're gonna be blinded.
Oh. So yeah, you know how that goes, Mike, that it censors itself. Oh yeah, they do. I just told Reese, I said, look, somebody planted a distraction for the Marines that run down the street and they're going to stop and go, oh, there's a girl. Yep. He looked at me and I looked at him. I was like, McMurray, and he goes, yep. So we knew right away pretty much who it was. But it did make an interesting side note to the game there. So speaking of which, I found some Vietnam era stuff the other day that I sent to Reese. I didn't get to take a big look at it, but that's another big word, Andre, Mike. Plethora of Vietnam stuff. So I don't know if he could use any of it because he's pretty much got that time frame in. Oh wow, Nerd's Nerd, how are you? We haven't seen you for a while. I hope you're doing okay. You and your family. Hope you guys are doing well. You might want to go back and watch maybe a few minutes of it earlier. We went through what we accomplished, what we're working on, and what we're gonna do this year. You're trying to clean that off. You're flinging pieces over here.
I'm cleaning my Jeff.
Yeah.
And just so everyone knows, it is a character.
It's a shark from Marvel Rivals. So Ashley, Jeff, and McMurray, and a Nerd's Nerd. So my son and his soon-to-be wife, my son Dylan, got engaged to a very nice young lady, Brittany, and they introduced Ashley a couple days ago to Marvel Rivals. Well, there's a shark in the game, and you can jump in, and it swims through the concrete or whatever. And he's a goofball. He goes, he makes all these goofy noises. He jumps up, he throws water balls at people. And so Ashley's just been like a 5-year-old running around on the map. So I'll put it, one of these times we'll just oddball day when nobody else is on, we'll just let her live stream it. So she had to print out this Jeff character, which is a shark.
It's a shark. It's a shark dog.
A shark dog. All you'll hear her saying is, that's cute. It's cute.
It is. Dun, 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 dun.
Did you really, McMurray, paint and base that figure the night before in the hotel room? That's cool.
Problem is trying to.
What game are you prepping for there, McMurray? Now I got 6mm tanks, all sorts of them, and I finally started getting some 6mm buildings. I got to get just enough that I could have something to skirmish on. A nerd's nerd. You're doing great. I'm glad to hear that. I haven't seen you for a while. BattleTech. Yep, that was our year of doing Alpha Strike after the Mercenaries on Kickstarter come out. You got several full companies painted in Prime. Now that's an accomplishment. Alien vs Predator. Nice. When you get that up, let us know. I'd like to see it or post a link to it in our gaming group on Facebook. You're welcome to do that too. Who can resist a Jeff?
If you were this cute, Jeff, you would have no problem.
That's true, Jeff. McMurray says I did. Todd can attest. Hey, whatever you guys do after hours, you gotta tell us. Yeah. I need a decent map, you guys, for my 6mm stuff. Oh wow, McMurray, nice. You're working on a 6mm World War II game. You did a World War I naval game. So, McMurray, then what would be? I have all sorts of tanks from all sorts of countries that I bought. They're all 6mm, so I want to do something. And I've had them for a long time, but I've been kind of looking around here and there for a tabletop map, that doesn't have such gigantic proportions of things on it, so I could use it for 6mm. So if you have an idea of a map, or maybe just a plain desert map or a plain grass map, I guess. Yeah, that's the problem right there, McMurray. It's out of scale almost every one I looked at. So I do have an older cloth map. Actually, when we first started years ago, to be honest with you, wanted to fight in the desert. I still have it. Is just went down and bought cloth by the yard that had like a sandy looking print to it. Same thing with the green. So, but I want to do something with that because I got German and American tanks, Japanese tanks, Soviet tanks, and all that.
Now, rephrase that. You don't have Soviet tanks.
Hey, Mythos, you're getting on the road again. Well, have safe travels, my friend. Be careful. Thank you for listening in. And we will have a great rest of the show. It's nice to see McMurray here. And a Nerd's Nerd and World War II. I haven't seen you for a while, Jeff. Everybody that shows up, a few of you I just haven't seen for a while.
They finally love us again.
Yeah, the tabletop. So a couple of, because I haven't found any buildings I can print, so I ordered a couple of little buildings. And then Ashley found a place to download some 6mm, like a church and a little house.
I got one of them right here. There's your church.
Yeah, just a little 6mm church. Came out, printed out the detail pretty good. So I'm starting to get some things. I just want to do a little 6mm game. I've had these tanks and I just want to get them out and play. A Nerd's Nerd. True Soviets share their tanks.
Absolutely not.
Ashley hogs her tanks, a Nerd. She's the Soviet person. I used her tanks to get in a fight with Keegan during a week on Christmas Day there. But I just got my rear handed to me. Normally the Soviets...
And they don't lose. I don't know what you did.
Normally the Soviets do very well. Yeah, that's a good idea, McMurray. I'll think about that. I just figured one color. That does help. On War Games Vault, I will... Let me write that down for a second. Okay, I gotta finish this up. War Games Vault. Okay. I'll check into that later too. So, because I just think it'd be fun. I don't have any troops. I got it when they were doing a special where you got all these, like it was almost $80 worth for like 35, so I bought them all. You post the links to those buildings in Warmuts group or Chris's Discord. I am not. I don't think I'm in Chris's Discord. Not really in anybody's Discord. We had our own Discord, but it just got to be. We have too many outlets. Like if I could restart, go back almost 7 years and start over again, I would just focus on one or two things. I wouldn't be and do all this because it gets to be a much. Yeah, the church printed really good. I mean, the detail on the windows was came out. I know the camera don't show it great, but it really did. You can see the lines there now. It really came out nice. So the little other little buildings, and did we pay $3 for those, or
No, those ones were the free ones.
those are free ones? One of them we paid $2 or $3 for. Oh, this tank we paid for.
Yeah,
the
that
file.
one.
If you guys remember the
Little
dice tower tank, the dice come out the bottom, they go in the top. But this print came out amazingly nice, very detailed, literally everything fit perfect. So this is a cool little dice tower. And Charles has that, didn't he win the giveaway?
Charles and Mythos.
And Mythos, yeah, they each have that. Where did Ashley find those? Where'd you find them at, Ashley?
What, the 6 millimeter?
Yeah.
Colts, I think.
Was it Colts? Do you want to see if we can find them later? Do you want her to find them, and do you have somewhere for us to send them, McMurray, or
just have them email us on Gamers Coffee?
If you, yeah, it's really nice. So, all right, so send us you just hit us up with an email at gamerswithcoffee@gmail. McMurray. Then she'll find the page, she said. We'll send you the link back to all these things too, because when I seen this, I had never seen a dice tower that was a tank. Never. Oh, by the way, the guns move. All right. They were in there stiff because it was a resin print. So I actually broke them on purpose and put them back. And so now these things can turn anywhere you want them, really. But the turn obviously turns as it's a secondary piece. But the detail is like flawless.
Who was it? I think it was Mythos that said that it looks kind of like a Warhammer tank or something like that. Yeah,
Lehman Russ almost. So I just thought it was cool. I was like, hey, I've never seen a tank dice tower. Everybody sees castle dice towers and all sorts of, but I've never seen a tank one. And since it comes out the bottom, it'll roll right out on the table. Or you have a dice tray, like I have a longer one. I just let it roll right out on that. So it's kind of fun when you're playing armor games to use a tank dice tower. It's just fun. Oh, I'll let you know too, Brian. I already got your stuff somewhere. I think I have.
I found it. They are 15 millimeter. That's
Where?
What they are.
For what?
It says 15 millimeter French row housing.
But that's not the same one because this is.
Nope, that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one. Actually, it's
wrong one.
That looks like it right there.
No, that's the storage box.
Hold on.
Give me a second. I'm getting closer.
There's the dice tower.
All
right, McMurray, send me an email.
What does he want? The dice tower or the
do you want the print for the dice tower too? Or the link for that? Yeah.
I should be able just to send him the STL.
Do you want the STL? Ashley can send you the STL too. But yeah, I just thought that was cool. So here and there, as an board, I did a little painting like the barrel. I spiffed up the guns and fuel tank and the exhaust. Just here and there, I'll add to it. It's just fun. All right. He said emails there. She's looking up send them the links to those.
I don't know. Hold on. I think it's this one. Come on.
All right. She's looking and double checking. It's the right link on that. Yep, that's it.
Okay.
You could. Okay.
Because these ones are free.
So this is a free one, McMurray. This is the 6mm free building.
It's me, McMurray.
There you go. All right, McMurray. She's gonna send you the link, so it'll click and it'll take you right to the page. Oh, it's all good. Ashley's over here messing around anyway, so it'll take you right to the page, and you can download what you need.
Did you want the tank too?
Yeah.
Because that's a printed one.
Yeah, the tank is bigger.
Oh, where did I put it? That's going to be the thing.
Nah, it's okay on the live, like I said, McMurray, because on our live, a lot of times, like Brian does it, I think, on purpose. He'll go, hey, did you see this game? And Ashley go, ooh, and she'll start typing over here, and then Brian knows he got her, and he's just quiet. Many more, but. And World War II, do you want the 6mm link too? I mean, they're free prints that we found, so if you want, we'll send you that link too. And the one to the tank. I just thought the tank was cool, you guys. That's all.
Well, I'm attaching it from the Google Drive is what it's going to do.
Okay.
That's the only way I can send him the tank.
That's fine. Now, if you ever get an attachment from Keegan, I'm just saying,
do not open it.
Be careful when you open it. He sent me something he thought was funny that looked like a legitimate story. How can I word this? Looked like a legitimate story that would concern women protecting themselves. And so at the time, I forwarded it to my
boss
supervisor without really paying attention because I was in the middle of work. And then, she's a female and was into this. And boom, I got pulled into a meeting about 2 hours later. I guess she forwarded it to other ladies in the company. And guess what? It was a very bad, naughty thing when you opened it. That's all I can say.
I'll say it. I did it the exact same way I sent to Keegan, and he was able to access it. So, McMurray should. You got it,
McMurray. She just sent it. So, you print the tank. You'll like it.
You might have to go and change it over to whatever.
Well, yeah, he knows that, but you could do that. You'll have fun with it.
All right. Who else was supposed to be getting them?
Brian, World War II.
Do you have Brian's email?
I thought so. Oh, no, he didn't want that one. You wanted the 6mm buildings. Brian, I guess I don't have your email. It's because I do everything with Weird World War II we've done on
yes, we do.
chats. Oh,
we
you
have
do?
It.
Okay, she's going to send you that link to the free stuff. Yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome, McMurray. But anyways, it's there's some creative things out there, and creative dice towers are just something unique, and to answer Weird World War II, you know what? Generally, I roll the dice. As you know, you've seen enough of our games. 9 times out of 10, I'm just rolling dice. But sometimes when you have an armor battle, it was just cool to have a tank. And I just never seen a tank. So I get a kick out of it. That's all. To me, it's just unique.
Close that one out.
There you go. Ashley's got those off to both you guys.
Yep. It's already done.
There you go. So yeah, when we find some stuff,
don't be blind again.
Yeah, I got blinded again.
I told you.
It's okay. It's all right. You're gonna get blinded again. Poof, and I was like, didn't even have a chance. But that's all right. When she turns on her light, it's.
Well, I can't see looking up on my computer with that light.
I know. Have fun trimming them on all the stuff you got to trim on that one.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing about this printer. It like super glues the supports on. So
you guys know we had a filament printer, an Ender 3D Pro, but so I gave it to Keegan, and Keegan, it's live course it ran, and so he bought that new Forge. Was it Forge World?
I think so, something like that.
Fancy 900-mile-an-hour printer, which works really well. So he gave that back to us, but it's not functioning. And so I'm sitting there going, oh, it looks like it's going to cost about $80-something because it's one of 3 parts. So you just replace the nozzle and the piece that feeds the line. And blah, blah, blah. If I replace all that, basically I could rebuild it for $80. Well, then Anycubic on eBay had refurbished from the factory printers from their store for $108. Yes, a Flash Forge. You're right.
That's what
It's
it was.
Flash Forge. I'm sorry. So it's called an Anycubic Viper. So I ordered that. In total, it was $108. So I thought, well, there's a $30 difference between trying to repair something and hope it works, or getting something that is got a warranty and been factory redone because somebody sent it back. The thing came like it was new. I mean, I don't think it was ever used. All the tools were still sealed up. I mean, sealed shut, not just put back in a baggie. So the only problem is, until we dial in the settings, there's going to be rough areas. I think it's going to be good for just printing buildings and terrain, which, as you guys know, is what I was looking for. But the resin printer quality way surpasses the PLA stuff. So, and I just can't afford to plunk down $500 or $100 to $1,000 for a printer. I just can't. Not at this rate.
Not how our car keeps going down.
If what?
If our cars stop going down, we could.
Yeah. See, there's the kicker. Do you get another car and trade the old one in? Then you take on a $300. Because ain't no cheap car payments no more. $400 car payment and then $200 or $300 for insurance or whatever. You know, I mean, it's not. We just don't have that kind of income. Let's put it that way. Check on Facebook here for a minute. And see if you guys on Facebook. I thank you guys for watching. Did you have any questions or miss anything there? Nope. It's a very nice printer, though, that he's got, Telemachus. It's very fast. They start at like $600.
He ended up finding a flash sale on it.
He got a flash. I think it was off Amazon.
Yeah.
You know when they do the flash sales for 2 hours on something? And he happened to stumble across, I think he got it for $449 or $450.
Yeah, you got like $100 and something discount.
$150 off, yeah. So he got that. Now he's printed a few things, and I've watched it print. It's incredibly fast, very fast, and does like almost a flawless job. This one we got, well, it's going to be a production building with it. We have to mess with the nozzle a little bit. I printed just fine, but when you're trying to clean the supports, or like this thing is a shark/dog creature thing,
hey,
so
don't mess with
the mouth being opened with a tongue in there, and then you've got all the supports, and it's just not as clean as it could be. She's gonna have to do some sanding and
yeah. I didn't print the teeth though. I'll have to go and create teeth.
Why would you do that? Why not just redo the print?
No.
Ashley's all, no. It's my first print, so I'm going to do it regardless. So, yeah. But anyways, I appreciate what you guys have done for us over the year just by hanging around, saying hi and all that, and interacting with us. We appreciate it. So if you want, those of you that missed the first, we'd appreciate, go back, take a look, and see. I mean, I think we did pretty good for ourselves with a limited budget, and this year, like I said, I'm going to focus more on the podcasting aspect. We're still going to keep games and all that, but got people from the past asking us for more podcasts, and just being picked up in general is nice. So there'll be more of that, I think, coming as best as I can. And the other stuff should be fun. And we'll for sure let everybody know, too, about the GameCon, because for sure, pretty much 99% going to do it. I just think it'd be fun to do. Now, of course, I don't know. All the experts are talking about terrible weather starting in the middle of January, and all this other insanity that's happening everywhere. So we'll have to just see what next year brings. Kind of tired of this year, so I'm glad it's being retired. It needs to be. So we'll see. We'll see how things go.
As long as no one opens a Jumanji freaking board, it should be good.
Yeah, we're not going to play the Jumanji game, by the way. We just don't feel we should tempt fate to that degree. So we'll leave that alone. But anywho, that's where we're at, you guys. I think not much more I can say other than what I already have. Except for that, the games are going to be fun. And the game you were talking about the other day, McMurray, that looks interesting too. And when you were on there with Jeff. So there's so much out there, you guys. I guess the problem is I really don't know. I mean, I don't want to get too far out because there's just too many games. Again, that's one of my reasonings for trying to expand things. If I can get games coming in that I can turn on and give away, I get the fun of playing them, and then I get to give it back, that kind of thing. And
let someone else.
If you want to, you can replay it, Mini Wormut. If you guys all thumb up this, that would be great. But the only way I could do that without going through the whole list again, and it's not very long when I go through the list, but at least you'll have an idea of what we've accomplished, because maybe people don't realize what all we did, and what we're gonna do. I think is expand on just some of that. But I have 3 things that are important to me: is pushing our coffee shop, the game con, and more podcasts. It's just kind of nice to be accepted to these places to podcast and to get feedback from that. That is really nice too. Thank you, Mini Wormut, for smashing the like button. I try to do that with everybody's stuff because, man, that's how it moves around on YouTube. Because I don't understand their algorithm. We've talked about this before. You go look at some of my past videos. That little bridge, a Team Yankee bridge with Ashley's fingernails, moving the tanks. So we just did an unboxing of.
Maybe we got the weirdos that wanted to see the nails.
I don't know.
I don't know.
How do you get 22,000 views on something you didn't put any keywords in? But I guess it got passed around. So that's what's interesting to me is I really don't know. Other than liking it, moves it along, and staying active moves it along. But sharing it helps, and liking it most definitely helps. So the comments help, and we'll just take it from there. I hope you guys, we'll go ahead and end it, but don't leave just this second. So first of all, thank you guys, all of you, for all your help and support. You guys are more like a family than anything else, and we appreciate it. We've gotten to know you. Thank you guys for your concern on Ashley and her chair antics.
Oh, hush.
And
I'm never going to live that down.
No. Somebody suggested getting like one of those harnesses they have in the fighter jets for her.
Why? So I'd be strapped in the chair when it falls?
Yeah, there's no bailout on that one. Fall down. So we appreciate you guys. It's always a good end to our week and a good beginning for next week. Wish me luck tomorrow, man. I hurt so bad when I end the show. I have to stand up by pushing on the chair to stand up. It's not going to be fun. I don't think at work tomorrow. But as long as you wake up, you got the day beat. Remember that your family, your friends, the most important thing. And thank you guys in general. So you guys go have some fun. And we're going to go ahead and sign off.
I don't know which one to do because I created that new one.
See you later.
I guess I could just do our normal exit.
I
don't know about that one.
Why? What do you want to do?
Well, we're not doing our normal show, so I can't really do the last part.
Do the exit for when you do the one that has the subscribe and everything.
That's unboxing. It's this one.
Then do that one.
All right. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next week.
Thank you, Nerds Nerd, for coming by also. Have a good day, you guys.
Bye, guys.